Good morning, students. In this session, today we are going to see numbers and fractions. We use numbers in our day to day life. They are often called numerals. Without numbers, we cannot do counting of things, date, time, money, etc. First, let's recall what is meant by successor and predecessor. Students, successor is nothing but when 1 is added to a number, we get its successor. For example, the successor of 4297 is 4298. To find the successor of the given number, you have to add 1 from that number. 4297 plus 1 is 4298. Therefore, the successor of 4297 is 4298. And the successor of 3000 is 3001. How you get the successor? Yes, you have to add 1 from the given number. 3000 plus 1 is 3001. Predecessor. When 1 is subtracted from a number, we get its predecessor. For example, the predecessor of 8970 is 8969. To find the predecessor, you have to subtract 1 from the given number. 8970 minus 1 is 8969. The predecessor of 8970 is what? 8969. And then the predecessor of 3000 is 2999. You have to subtract 1 from the given number. To find the predecessor, you have to subtract 1 from the given number. Therefore, the predecessor of 3000 is 2999. To find the predecessor, just you have to subtract 1 from the given number. And to find the successor, you have to add 1 from the given number. See, here the successor and predecessor of a number is given. 7148. To find the predecessor of 7148, you have to subtract 1 from the given number. Therefore, the predecessor of 7148 is 7147. And to find the successor, what you have to do? To find the successor, you have to add 1 to that number. 7148 plus 1 is equal to 7149. Therefore, the predecessor of 7148 is 7147, that is before number. And the successor of 7148 is 7149, that is after number. 8950. The given number is 8950. We have to find the predecessor and successor. To find the predecessor, you have to subtract 1 from the given number. Predecessor is nothing but the before number. 8950 minus 1 is 8949. And the successor is 8951. You have to add 1 with that given number. Like this, you have to find the predecessor and successor. Predecessor means you have to subtract 1 from the given number, and to find the successor, you have to add 1 from the given number. Now let us recap what is meant by odd numbers and even numbers. An odd number is any number that cannot be divided by 2. Odd numbers is nothing but a number that cannot be divided by 2 is called odd numbers. For example, 25. 25 cannot be divided by 2. So, the number 25 is odd number. Students, we saw in divisibility rules that a number is divisible by 2 means definitely the last digit should be 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Therefore, any number whose last digit is not 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 is called an odd number. The other examples for odd numbers are 53, 881, 2,38,637, 99, 45 and 10 crore 23. These are all the other examples of odd number. Students, keep in mind the odd numbers ends with 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. And then even numbers. An even number is any number that can be divided by 2. Odd numbers means that cannot be divided by 2, and even numbers means that can be divided by 2. For example, 12. The number 12 can be divided by 2. So it is called even number. So the number 12 is called even number. We saw in divisibility rules that a number is divisible by 2 if its last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Therefore, any number whose last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 is an even number. And the other examples of even numbers are 58. Here the last digit is 8. So it is called an even number. 44,884. 9,98,632, 98, 48 and 10 crore. These are all the other examples of even number. Here all the given number is ends with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. So these numbers are called even numbers. Students, keep in mind even and odd numbers. Even numbers ends in 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. Odd numbers ends with 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. In mathematics, number system consists of all types of numbers which are used to perform various calculations. Students, natural numbers and whole numbers we have studied since our primary classes. What is meant by whole numbers? Yes. If 0 is included in the collection of natural numbers, we get the collection of whole numbers, and it is denoted by the letter W. Whole numbers are denoted by the letter W. That is from 0 to infinity. Whole numbers are starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and it goes on. Natural numbers. A natural number is number that comes naturally. A natural numbers are greater than 0. We can use these numbers as counting numbers. Students, natural and whole numbers in maths have equal importance. Suppose if we have to count for a number of objects, then we start from the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. Natural numbers are also known as counting numbers. Students, the natural numbers are the set of positive integers from 1 to infinity. Natural numbers are starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and it goes on. Natural numbers, the set of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 are called natural numbers. Natural numbers can be classified into two types. One is prime numbers and the other one is composite numbers. Let's see one by one. Prime numbers. A natural number greater than 1 having only two factors, namely 1 and the number itself, is called a prime number. For example, factors of 2 is equal to 1 and 2. See, the factors of 2 is 1 and the number itself. So, the number 2 is called prime number. Factors. What is meant by factor? A factor is a number that divides the given number exactly gives remainder 0. Every number has two factors, that is 1 and the number itself. Every factor of a number is less than or equal to that number. For example, the factor of 8 is 1, 2, 4 and 8. If we divide the factor with the number 8, we get the remainder as 0. For example, 8 divided by 2 is 4 and the remainder is 0. 8 divided by 4 is 2 and the remainder is 0. 8 divided by 8 is 1 and the remainder is 0. So, every number has two factors, that is 1 and the number itself. And every factor of a number is less than or equal to that number. See, the factors of 8 is 1, 2, 4 and 8. All the factors are less than 8 and equal to that number. Now let's see what is meant by multiples. Every multiple of a number is greater or equal to that number. Factor means every factor of a number is less than or equal to that number. But for multiples, every multiple of a number is greater than or equal to that number. Multiples of 7 are 7, 14, 21, 28 and it goes on. Multiples of a number are endless. For example, the multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and it goes on. So the multiples of a number are endless. Now let's see what is meant by composite number. A natural number having more than two factors is called a composite number. Students, recall what is meant by prime number. A natural number greater than 1 having only two factors, namely 1 and the number itself is called a prime number. But for composite number, a natural number having more than two factors is called a composite number. For example, the factors of 8. The factors of 8 is equal to 1, 2, 4 and 8. It has more than two factors. So, the number 8 is called composite number. Now, let us see the formation of large numbers. Let us build and complete the number tower by observing the pattern of numbers. Greatest number, smallest number. Students, as you already know that greatest one digit number is 9 and the greatest two digit number is 99. Greatest three digit number is 999. Greatest four digit number is 9999. Students, to find the smallest number, when you add 1 from the greatest one digit number, you will get the smallest two digit number. 9 plus 1 is 10. The smallest two digit number is 10. When you add 1 from the greatest one digit number 9, you will get the answer as smallest two digit number. Similarly, when you add 1 from the greatest two digit number, 99 plus 1 is 100. 100 is a smallest three digit number. 999 plus 1, that is, add 1 with the greatest three digit number, you will get the answer as 1000. 1000 is a smallest four digit number. When you add 1 from the greatest four digit number 9999 plus 1, you will get the answer as 10,000. 10,000 is the smallest five digit number. So we can observe that in every row the smallest number column has an additional 0 compared to the previous row. See here, the smallest two digit number is 10 and the smallest three digit number is 100. Here we have one additional 0 and the smallest four digit number is 1000. When compared to three digit number, here we have an additional 0. So you have read in lower classes about place value system. In this system, the number 10 plays a very important role. Students, do you think why we need a place value for each digits? As the large number get large, it is difficult to keep track of the number of digits. and the place value for each digit. Wherever possible, we use names like lakh, crore instead of writing so many zeros. However, we can write exact values of large numbers too if needed. See, here the place value chart is given. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, lakhs, 10 lakhs, crores, 10 crores. When writing large numbers, we make use of place value chart to ensure that we do not miss any digit in between while writing it. The ones place can be represented by the letter O, tens place by T, hundreds place by H, thousands place by TH, 10,000s place by TH, lakhs place by L, 10 lakhs place by TL, crores by C, 10 crores place by TC. Students, now try to read the number 359468421 without using the place value chart. Is it difficult? Yes, it is not easy to read without place value chart. But by using the place value chart, it is easy to read and write. See here, 1 is in the place of ones. 2 is in the place of tens. 4 in the place of hundreds. 8 in the place of thousands. 6 in the place of 10,000. 4 in the place of lakh. 9 in the place of 10 lakh. 5 in the place of crore. And 3 in the place of 10 crores. Now we can easily read it as 35 crore, 94 lakh, 68,421. This place value chart is a Indian number system. In our Indian number system, we use commas from the right. The first comma comes before 100 place. Before 100 place means where? Yes, here. You have to place the first comma before hundreds place. And the second comma comes before 10,000s place. And the third comma comes before 10 lakhs place. Like this you have to mark the commas in Indian number system. The first comma comes before hundreds place, that is 3 digit from the right, and second comma comes before 10,000s place, that is 5 digits from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 digit from the right. And the third comma comes before 10 lakhs place, 7 digit from the right, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 digit from the right. Like this you have to mark the commas for Indian number system. Now let us see the place value chart for international system. Ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million, and then billion, 10 billion, 100 billion. It goes on. Similarly, the ones place can be represented by the letter O, tens place T, hundreds place H, thousands place TH, 10,000s place TH, 100,000 place HTH, million M, 10 million TM, 100 million HM. Students, similarly read this number in international system. Yes, you have to use place value chart. To read this number, you have to use the place value chart. 1 in the place of ones, 2 in the place of tens, and 4 in the place of 100. Then 8 in the place of 1000, 6 in the place of 10,000, 4 in the place of 100,000. 9 in the place of million, 5 in the place of 10 million, 3 in the place of 100 million. Now you can easily read it as 359,468,421. For international system, commas are used to mark hundreds, thousands, millions and billions. See, the first comma you should mark before the hundreds place, and the second comma before the 100,000s place, and the third comma. In case billion is given means you have to use the third comma before the 100 million place. After three digits you have to mark the commas. Now let's see comparison of numbers. Students, you all familiar with the concept of comparing numbers and finding the biggest among them. We use symbols less than, greater than and equal to compare any two numbers. Here the rules of comparison of numbers are given. Let's see one by one. Rule number 1. We know that a number with more digits is always greater than the number with less number of digits. And the rule number 2 is when the two numbers having the same number of digits, we start comparing with the digit from left most place until we come across unequal digits. Let's see with example. Comparison of numbers. Students, first let's see the comparing numbers with unequal number of digits. Here we have to compare 16,090 and 1,616. We have to compare these two numbers. We have already learned that the number with more digits is greater. See here the place value is ones, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000 and a lakh. Here ones, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000. So which number has more digits? Yes, lakh. 1,616 is greater. As we already know that the number with more digits is greater. Here the number of digits is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But here the number of digits is 5 only. So 1,616 is greater. Now let us compare the numbers with equal number of digits. See here the given number is 2,180 and 2,158. Here the given two numbers are 4-digit numbers. First we have to compare the thousand place of two numbers. Ones, tens, hundred, thousand. First we have to compare the thousands place of two numbers because here the given two numbers are 4-digit numbers, equal number of digits. So first we have to compare the thousand place of two numbers. Here the digit at the thousand place of both numbers are the same. So we can't arrive at any conclusion. So we move on to the next step. Compare the hundreds place of two numbers. Again, the digit at the 100 place of both numbers are same. So, we move on to the next step, tens place. Here, the tens place value is 8 and here the tens place value is 5. Here, the digit and the tens place of both numbers are different. So, the number with the greatest tens place will be the greatest number. Which one is greater, 8 or 5? Yes, 8 is greater. The tens place value is 8. 8 is the greatest number when compared to 5, the tens place value. So, the number 2,180 is greater. Students think why we need not to compare the ones place. Because while comparing the tens place, we conclude that 2,180 is greater. So, we need not to compare the ones place. If tens place, again the tens place value is same means we move on to the ones place only. But here the tens place value is different. Now let's see round off the number. How to round off the given number. Here the given number is 8,436. We have to round off the number to the nearest hundreds place. We have to round off the given number to the nearest hundreds place. Here the first step is find the digit in hundreds place, because we have to round off the number to the nearest hundred place. No, so we have to find the digit in hundreds place. 8,436. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. The digit in hundreds place is 4. And the second step is look at the digit to its right. Hundreds place is 4. You have to look at the digit to its right. That is tens place. Mark the tens place. If this digit is 5 or greater, add 1 to it. If it is less than 5, leave it unchanged. Listen, here the first step is you have to find the digit in hundreds place. Here the hundreds place is 4. And then you have to look at the digit to its right. That is tens place. If the tens place is greater than 5 or equal to 5 means you have to add 1 from the hundreds place. You have to add 1 with hundreds place. If it is less than 5 means leave it unchanged. If the digit is greater than 5 or equal to 5 means you have to add 1 to it. If it is less than 5 means leave it unchanged. Here the tens place value is less than 5. So leave it unchanged. And the last step is change the digits to the right of 4. To the right of 4 means the tens and ones place to zeros. Because here the tens place value is less than 5. So no need to change the hundreds place. You have to change the digits to the right of 4 to zeros. So the round of number 8,436 to the nearest hundreds place is 8,400. Let's see one more example. 76,794. Again we have to find the round off number of to the nearest hundreds place. For that you have to mark the hundreds place first. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000. First you have to find the digit in hundreds place. The hundreds place value is 7. And then you have to look at the digit to its right. That is tens place. Here the tens place value is 9. That is greater than 5. If it is greater than 5, you have to add 1 with hundreds place. Then change the digits to the right of hundreds place to zeros. So the round off number is 76,800. 7 plus 1 is 8 because the tens place value is greater than 5. So you have to add 1 from the hundreds place. So the round off number is 76,800. Now let us see some of the facts about natural and whole numbers. The smallest natural number is 1. The smallest whole number is 0. Every number has a successor. The number that comes just after the given number is its successor. Students, to find the successor, you have to add 1 with the given number. That is the number that just after the given number is its successor. So every number has a successor. Every number has a predecessor. The number 1 has a predecessor in whole number, namely 0. But it has no predecessor in natural number. The number 0 has no predecessor in whole number. Listen here. Here the number 1 has a predecessor in whole number because whole number starts with 0. So the number 1 has predecessor in whole number, that is 0. But it has no predecessor in natural numbers because natural number starts with 1. So 1 has no predecessor in natural number, but 1 has predecessor in whole number. The number 0 has no predecessor in whole number. Because whole number starts with 0. So 0 has no predecessor in whole number. Numbers are endless. By adding 1 to any chosen number, the next number can be found. Every number has a successor, no? So the numbers are endless. By adding 1 to any chosen number, the next number can be found. The only even prime number is 2. All other even numbers can be divided by 2. So the only even prime number is 2. The number 1 is neither prime nor composite. Students, by the definition of prime number, 1 is not allowed to be a prime number because 1 has only one factor, namely 1. 1 ones are 1. So 1 has only one factor. Prime numbers have exactly two factors. By the definition of prime number have exactly two factors, not almost two or anything like that. When a number has more than two factors, it is called a composite number. So the number 1 is neither prime nor composite because prime number has two factors, one on the number itself, and for composite numbers it has more than two factors. One has only one factor, so 1 is neither prime nor composite. 0 and 1 is not considered prime numbers. Now let us see what is meant by fraction. The word fraction means a part of something that is whole. The whole may be a single object or a group of objects. Its value should be less than 1. Now let's see what is meant by equivalent fraction. Equivalent fractions are got by multiplying the numerator and denominator of a given fraction by the same number. So to find the equivalent fraction, what you have to do first? You have to multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. Reciprocal. Reciprocal is nothing but the numerator and denominator of a fraction are interchanged to get its reciprocal. To find the reciprocal, you have to interchange the numerator and denominator value. For example, 1 by 2 means the reciprocal of 1 by 2 is 2 by 1. The reciprocal of 1 by 3 is 3 by 1. As we already know that a fraction is a part of whole. It represents one or more equal parts of the whole object. For example, here the given fraction is 3 by 4. Students, a fraction has two parts. The number on the top of the line is called numerator. The number on the top of the line is called numerator. It tells how many equal parts of the whole or collection are taken. This line indicates a fraction bar or division bar. The number below the line is called the denominator. It shows the total divisible number of equal parts, the whole into or the total number of equal parts. So 3 is a numerator, 4 is denominator. The total parts 4 is present in the denominator and the equal parts present in the numerator. For example, here 3 red bottles is given and 1 green bottle is given. How you have to write in the fraction form? Yes, 3 by 4. It can be read it as 3/4 of a bottles are red. 3 red bottles, 1 green bottle. So the total number of bottles is here 4. So you have to write the total number of bottles in the denominator. And in numerator you have to write how many equal parts you have. How many equal bottles you have? 3. So you have to write in the numerator place, and in the denominator you have to write the total number of bottles. So the number above the line is called numerator and below the line is called denominator. Now let's see about what is meant by unit fractions. A fraction which has 1 as the numerator is called a unit fraction. For example, 1 by 3, 1 by 7, 1 by 13. Here the numerator value is 1. A fraction which has 1 as a numerator is called a unit fraction. Here the numerator value is 1. So 1 by 3 is called unit fraction. Similarly, here the numerator value is 1 and here also the numerator value is 1. So 1 by 3, 1 by 7 and 1 by 13 are called unit fractions. Like fractions. Fractions with the same denominators are called like fraction. See here 1 by 4, 3 by 4. Here the denominators values are same. So 1 by 4 and 3 by 4 are like fraction. Unlike fractions. Fractions with different denominators are called unlike fraction. See, same denominators means like fraction and different denominators means unlike fractions. For example, 5 by 3 and 2 by 7 is given. Here the denominators values are 3 and 7. The fractions with different denominators are called unlike fractions. And then proper fractions. A fraction in which the numerator is less than the denominator is called a proper fraction. For example, 2 by 8. Here the numerator value is 2 and the denominator value is 8. Here the numerator value is less than the denominator. 2 is less than 8. So the fraction 2 by 8 is called proper fraction because the fraction with the numerator is less than the denominator. So it is called proper fraction. Improper fraction. A fraction in which the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. Then it is called improper fraction. Improper fraction is nothing but a fraction in which the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator. See here 5 by 2. The given fraction is 5 by 2. Here the numerator value is 5 and the denominator value is 2. Here the numerator value is greater than denominator. So 5 by 2 is a improper fraction. 5 by 2 is an improper fraction. Again here 4 by 4 is given. If the numerator value is equal to the denominator, then it is called as improper fraction. See here, a fraction in which the numerator is greater than or equal to the denominator means is called an improper fraction. Now let's see what is meant by mixed fraction. A mixed fraction is a sum of a whole number and a proper fraction. A mixed fraction is a sum of a whole number and a proper fraction. Any mixed fraction can be written as quotient plus remainder by divisor. That is quotient remainder by divisor. You have to write the quotient value in whole number place and a remainder value in numerator place and the divisor value in denominator place. For example, here one full circle is given and one half circle is given. So 1 plus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. See here, it is a sum of whole number and a proper fraction. 1 by 2 is a proper fraction. So the sum of whole number and proper fraction is a mixed fraction. 1 by 2. Now let's see how to convert mixed fraction into improper fraction. We have to convert this mixed fraction 3 by 7 into an improper fraction. Improper fraction is in the form of whole number into denominator. Whole number into denominator plus numerator divided by denominator. Improper fraction is in the form of whole number into denominator plus numerator divided by denominator. Here the given mixed fraction is 5 3 by 7. 5 is in the place of whole number, 3 is in the place of numerator and 7 is in the place of denominator. 3 is the numerator, 7 is the denominator and 5 is a whole number. To convert 5 3 by 7 mixed fraction into improper, you have to multiply whole number with denominator, that is 5 into 7. 5 into 7 plus numerator. Here the numerator value is 3 divided by denominator value you have to write in the denominator place, 7. To convert mixed into improper, first you have to multiply whole number with denominator. Whole number value is 5 and the denominator value is 7. Then you have to add with numerator 3 divided by denominator value is 7. 5 7s are 35 plus 3 divided by 7. 35 plus 3 is 38 by 7. So the mixed fraction 5 3 by 7 into an improper fraction is 38 by 7. Convert 17 by 3 into a mixed fraction. Now let's see how to convert improper fraction into mixed fraction. As we already know that mixed fraction is in the form of quotient remainder by divisor. Mixed fraction is in the form of quotient remainder by divisor. First we have to divide 17 by 3. How many times it will divide? 3 5s are 15 and the remainder value is 2. Quotient value is 5, remainder value is 2 and the divisor value is 3. Mixed fraction is in the form of quotient or remainder by divisor. Quotient value is 5. So you have to write the quotient value in whole number place and the remainder value in numerator place and the divisor value in denominator place. So the conversion of 17 by 3 into mixed fraction as 5 2 by 3. Now let's see the addition and subtraction of like fraction. To find the addition and subtraction, first we need to look the denominator's value. Here the denominator's values are same. So we can easily find the addition and subtraction. To find the addition, first you have to add the numerators. 1 plus 2 is 3 and you have to write the denominator value as it is. 3 by 9. First you have to add the numerator's value and you have to write the denominator's value as it is. To find the subtraction, you have to subtract the numerator's value first. 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 by 6. Students, first you have to add the numerator's value alone. 1 plus 2. Here the numerator values are 1 and 2. That is 1 plus 2 divided by 9. 1 plus 2 is 3 and the denominator value is 9. To find the subtraction, you have to subtract the numerator's value alone. 5 minus 2 is 3 and the denominator value is 6.